Wendy,
Yeah.
are you there?
Oh, greetings. Greetings. So my question is, I wanted to find out about what was I learning from the gnomes. I had a dream about that I was connecting in with the gnomes, and they let me come and visit their location, their home. And
Yes.
from what I saw and recall from the dream was coming up to the top of the stairs. I got stuck, and then somebody helped me get unstuck. And then after I got unstuck, then I got up to the top, and then that's when I went up into this arced room. And in the arced room, I remember it being like a classroom. And then I saw somebody at the back of the classroom. Somebody was a teacher, and then at the back, somebody was like taking a nap, and somebody was like covering them up, like you tuck in a child. But I'd like to know, what was I learning from the gnomes, and did I bring them a gift? I hope.
Yes. Well, let me tell you what you are gaining from them. A visitation to the gnome world tells you that they want to teach you wisdom and understanding and the things that they know about the true earth, the inner earth, and the soul of the earth, the elementals, and all those around them. It is not only that the elves are king, but the gnomes are the wise men, the priests, if you will, and the priestesses of the earth. They will fill you in on the wisdom and understanding of it entirely so that you can deal with it in a different way than humans usually deal with it. You understand. And now you are moving into a different place with your understanding of gnomes, elves, fairies,
Yes.
even, and wood nymphs and water sprites and all the things that exist in those terms, but you will find the real truth about who they are and what they are. You did bring them a gift.
I did.
I will tell you, you brought them a gift of a tear. A tear is a gift that they value greatly because it is of your DNA, of your compassion and love for them. They take a tear and they will make it into a crystal. They'll take that crystal and put it on their shelf. But before they do that, they will put a message in it for you for later time. And when you find this crystal, they will make you find it in a place where you do not know, perhaps Mount Shasta, and the message will come forth at that time.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. So I've been working with my Andara crystals, and I know that they each have messages for me. Have I received some of those messages already? Because I've been carrying them around pretty much nonstop.
Yes, they have, but not all messages have been completed, or there are still more messages to come.
Okay. And what was the main message from them?
The main message is to gain energy from us, to use us as a guide. We have given you information and we will continue to do so. We are here to align with you and align with others. Remember, even though there is no understanding of consciousness within these stones, there is still a sentience that is not understood by the sentience of humanity or beingness, but a sentience that is of another way, another kind of life, another thought process entirely, that they want to show you and help you to understand that all things are sovereign in some way.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. That's a beautiful message. And thank you to my crystals and the energies, the beings that are assisting me. Always grateful. So right now I'm experiencing a strong energy in my back left shoulder. is this Kundalini energy still moving in and through me, or is this expansion with these energies just because of this session?
Expansions of energies and Kundalini, many things gather together during these times of sessions, as you call them, because the power of our beings together create an energy of their own. We are intermingling our energies and our powers of understanding in ways so that we may enlarge ourselves and make ourselves greater, so that we can work together in the bubble of understanding, wisdom, and compassion, love, joy.
Yes. So I've been doing the gifts of the spirit and using declarations. Have those started to benefit me already? I mean, I feel like it's only been a few days, but I also feel like it benefited me immediately.
It did. It helps you to grow in many ways. Do not be surprised that it started so soon, because you were ready for it to start. So it did.
Thank you. I just drew blank, which is very unlike me.
It is all right. Your energy is flowing out. Your thought processes are expanding. And so with that, maybe the question was less than, or you will rephrase it, more than.
So may I ask if my Kundalini has come out through the top of my crown now? Have I moved that energy all the way out and up?
It is reaching the crown. When it reaches the crown, you will feel a very lightness. You will feel it, the like an energy around your head. It will engulf you in some ways entirely.
Yes, I feel like that's where I was at, because I had originally, like maybe a couple weeks ago, a lot of the pressure in my head, and then it's lessened, and I call it the quantum feeling, because like you said, that lightness. And before, when we were trying to connect, and I don't know, whatever the complications were, I was feeling that then, and I was like, oh wow, this is kind of fun.
Now it is sending energy to the 5 chakras above you in the ethers.
I feel like I only am aware of 4 chakras above me. I've got the spirit, the soul, the galactic, the universal, and the bridge to source. Am I missing something?
Those are 5.
Oh, the bridge to source is 5.
Yes.
Oh boy, I can't count. And this is why I'm not an accountant.
But you named 5, so they are there, yes.
Okay. Beautiful. Oh, I know what I was going to ask. So I will be channeling, Jim is not channeling tomorrow morning. And so I am wondering, is there a specific being that is asking me to come through more strongly than others?
There are a few beings that would like to speak through you and Susan. They want to make themselves known. They are elementals, gnomes, and one fairy. But Fleta, the king of the elves, or the king of all, he would like to come through. Also, Goringal, who is a gnome.
Goringal?
Goringal is a gnome that is very wise, very compassionate, and wants to connect with the world in a different way than he has before. He is a great scholar in many ways, and he wants to learn. And Goringal will learn from this experience as you will learn from him.
Beautiful. Well, I will set the intention and then allow, and then hopefully if I'm not doing both of them, then perhaps Susan will pick up one of them.
And there is a dragon that wants to come through as well. Donner.
Donner. Yes, we've worked with Donner.
And that is all that I know.
Okay.
You have beings of your own that you wish to channel, and that is acceptable.
Okay. Like Ra.
Yes.
Yeah, he's been working with me a lot these last few days. So, and how are these new with the, I don't know, the conjunction or whatever's getting ready to come up here in another day or so? How are we doing with that, and how is it assisting us, please?
The conjunction is that of molten energy, in the sense that it has been heated by the suns that are sending it out. This is something that is a new concept to you, I'm sure, but they are melting into the energies and places that need to be affixed with one another. They will solidify into a great wall of understanding.
Beautiful. And can you tell me how is my training going with the white magic? I know I was under review.
You are still under review, and no word has been said, but I would imagine that it is going well for you, at least thus far. There are always reasons to stop people from moving into the higher magical realms, but they will talk to you about that during your interview afterwards.
I see. Beautiful. May I ask for assistance in remembering these conversations and works, as it's fleeting. Some of it is under recall and some of it is not.
Write a word down that will help you to recall some of these things. Otherwise, we will help you. We will help you with what needs to be remembered, because what needs to be remembered will be acted upon.
Okay, beautiful. I know that I've been collecting earth energies into my wand, and I had a second wand.
Yes.
Is that second wand asking me to work with it more? The other day I was thinking I needed to do to it as I did in my first wand, adding, the crystals with the metal and that.
Yes, you may work with both of them. Remember this, on the higher end of the heart chakra magic, the wands will not be needed after you finish the throat chakra, but they will be needed up until that point.
Oh, I see. Wow.
After that point, no, your hands, your third eye, and other parts of your body will be energized to work in their place.
Wow, that's exciting.
But you do need them up until then.
Okay. How do I know when I don't need them anymore?
Oh, believe me, you will know. Your energy will be such that you can do the flourish with just words.
Where may I
find? And
find?
then at the third eye, you won't even need wands or words.
Just thoughts.
But they're more powerful if you add words to some of the spells or flourishes. But you will see what I mean when you get there, if you manage to get there.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate your guidance.
The energies for Monday are positive. Use them well. Remember in your interviews to be cheerful, smiling, and use a lot of eye contact and listen carefully to the questions, because they try to fool you sometimes with their meaning. They want to know if you're going to be a team player. They want to know if you're going to be someone that they can work with. Be as amiable as possible.
That's perfect because that suits my personality to a T.
Very well.
Love. Thank you for that insight. Is there anything else that you would like to tell us about? I had this idea of planting trees when we go to Shasta, and I've asked somebody to look into that, but I haven't really heard back. I think it needs to be my own work, my own research.
Trees?
Yeah, because they had so many fires, and so I felt like finding an opportunity to, and maybe it's only like making a donation to the park district to say, hey, we want to help support you purchasing, replenishing for new trees to be.
Yes, you must get in touch with them first. Then they will want that. I believe absolutely. But they will want to tell you which kind of trees they want. Or else they would want a donation to purchase the trees.
Yes.
But either way, they will give you an idea of what they are looking for. They have done this many different times in different ways. So find out the way they are looking for now.
Thank you. I will do that. And so in my walk with my dog, there are 2 trees, and I have to look up the type, but the bark on them is like mostly brown, and then up at the top, it turns like white and splotchy. And on this walk that I go with my dogs, there's 2 of them right next to each other at a crossroads, and there's like a stop sign, and there's children at school across the street from them. I'm pretty sure they have told me that their names are Fred and Ed. And so these 2 trees, I don't know, is it the tree being that's speaking to me, or is it a tree spirit, a wood sprite?
It would be the being that controls the trees, yes, or is with the trees. The sprites or the male entities that are in those areas.
Ah, I see.
The tree would not speak so generally. You would have to hug the tree and feel their energy, and then they would speak.
I see. Because yes, they are the 2 that they are my huggers.
Yes.
So, but I didn't spend a lot of time with them to like sit and listen, which I know that that's what they want.
Yes, they do.
But the weather has not been pleasing enough to do that yet. So I try to spend a few minutes with them.
The time will come when they will speak.
Okay.
Very well.
Anyway.
But the time is about up. Is there any more questions?
Are there any messages from Tenyana Melamine for me? From my
Tenyana Melamine.
Tenyana Melamine. Mm-hmm. My own higher self. My soul self.
She says, continue on your path. I am with you. You are growing and expanding. You are taking your leadership position well. Do not let it go to your head, because that will ruin it all. But to remain humble, and that will afford you even greater greatness.
Yes, I think I understand completely, and will follow that route. And then also, any messages, Tenyana, that you would like to give Joan?
Ah, yes. One moment. You are a flower, Joan. You are growing, and your blossom is in bud. But you still have a ways to go. And you are growing, and there are many trying to nurture you. The gardeners are many, but listen to the ones that you are closest to, for they know how to tend you and help you to grow stronger and become the flower that you are. You must understand that you are being nourished and you are being expanded. Allow this. Release all the guilt and expand.
Oh, thank you. Beautiful.
You have a spirit to be dealt with. You are powerful. Let yourself grow.
Thank you.
Was she,
Yes?
before I went up into the gnome room, was she who I ran into and said, "There you are," and went and ran and hugged her? Was
Yes.
it her? It
Yes.
was. Do it.
One
Thank
moment.
you.
I must go.
Yes. I knew it. Go.
Hello. Oh.
Wow. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Oh, beautiful.
Is everybody's heart racing?
Yes, a little bit.
Yes.
I've never heard of that angel, but she was very, or he or she was very powerful. I couldn't tell if it was a he or a she.
Okay.
Well,
All
I
right,
gotta
bye.
go.
All right, Jim.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
All right, have a great day. Much love.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Much love to you as well.